Hello and welcome to the studio. Today we'll be taking a look at a very special tool, this ChrisFix branded 3-piece extendable ratchet set. I got these on Amazon for just under $90 after watching his 2022 ChrisFix video in which he recommends this exact tool. And on the outset, looks exactly as advertised. Comes in this somewhat plain looking cardboard box with a nice sturdy foam tool holder inside, nestling the 3 ratchets right in place. On the front here is a QR code which takes you to a warranty page on ChrisFix's site, which directs you to make warranty claims and support claims via a company called the Creator Stash. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with the name, the Creator Stash is a company that helps social media influencers obtain and sell various products from manufacturers all around the world. It happens to be the same place where some other automotive YouTube channels like The Humble Mechanic and WD Detailing get the branded products that they sell in their stores. The ratchets themselves are made in Taiwan and have a very solid, if very familiar, look and feel. Tool nerds like us might recognize this distinctive head design as the Ozark Tools Z267. Ozark Tools being a Taiwan-based manufacturer of tools sold under many brands with factories in Taiwan as well as mainland China. Based on the size, shape, and weight of the 1/2" and 3/8" ratchets, I can say that these are very similar to other Ozark-made extendable ratchets on the market, such as this set, sold under the Aries brand of tools on Amazon. They are very solid. They have this ball bearing and track design for locating the handle when extending or retracting the ratchet head. And they have a very clicky 72-tooth ratcheting head with this convenient on-off label under the ratchet switch here. As far as quality, I would call it mid to top shelf tool store quality. It's a step up from the bottom shelf stuff that you see at the auto parts store, but it's not exactly Nepros or Snap-on. It's more along the lines of what I would expect from Craftsman after the Stanley Black & Decker acquisition, or maybe something from Tecton, which we all know is a solid and affordable brand of American hand tools. The 1/2" and 3/8" ratchets have a nice hefty feel with a substantial weight and very comfortable rubberized plastic grips. The mechanism is admittedly a little dry on these two guys, nothing a little bit of light oil or a dab of grease in the head won't fix. Although I do have to say that the 1/4" ratchet does not feel as nice as the other two in this set. The mechanism in the head just has a very nasty, very dry feel to it. It's almost as if something in the ratchet here hasn't been deburred all the way, or if they just haven't put any oil into this one. And the locking collar for the extension has quite a bit of slop in it compared to the 2 other ratchets in this set. That said, I am very optimistic about the durability and strength of these ratchets. And the main reason is that I daily drive an Ozark-made 1/2" ratchet just like this. Here it is. It's the Pittsburgh Pro Extendable 1/2" ratchet from Harbor Freight. Now, as you can see, there are some slight differences, such as in the material and the shape of the handle down here, but the exterior is basically identical. Right down to the font used for the on-off switch for the ratchet mechanism here. And yes, for those of you who watched ChrisFix's December tool review video, both of these ratchets do have a little bit of play in the extension handle. It's the exact same amount, as you can see here. Now, the only way to figure out if these two are indeed the same ratchet is to take them apart. So that's exactly what we're going to do here by unscrewing the Torx bolts here, here, and here on the head and having a quick peek inside. So let's do that now. Okay, and we are back. We now have the head disassembled on both ratchets, and we can now see what's going on inside. And if you look at the gear and the ratcheting mechanism of both of these ratchets, you can see that they are identical. It's the same 72-tooth Cam and Paul ratcheting mechanism that Ozark uses across all of its ratchets. It's a very good, very reliable mechanism. As you can see here, even the faceplate, down to the materials, color, it's all the same. This mechanism is known to be a tried and tested design that can take a great deal of punishment. Case in point, this Pittsburgh ratchet has been my go-to half-inch ratchet for the last several years. And let's be honest, we car mechanics are not gentle on tools. I have put upwards of 300 pounds-feet of torque through this guy, and on some occasions put my entire body weight on it to loosen axle nuts in an emergency. And even then, the ratcheting mechanism and extension on this $22 Harbor Freight branded ratchet feels just as good as the day I bought it. So you can expect similar performance out of ChrisFix's ratchets as well. So all that said and done, would I recommend this 3-piece ChrisFix ratchet set? And well, you might be surprised to hear that the answer is yes. The main reason is that these YouTuber branded ratchets are in fact pretty solid. The fact that they are a rebranded version of the Ozarks is a good thing, as far as I'm concerned. The other reason you should buy this ratchet is simple. Just to support the creator. Look, if you just need a good deal on a solid wrench, go out and get the Aries, or buy this Harbor Freight Pittsburgh Pro. You'll save a good $20 US easy across these 3 ratchets. But that's not really the point of this set. You're buying this set because you know that a small portion of the purchase price goes back to supporting ChrisFix, who has helped literally millions of car enthusiasts all across the globe get more comfortable wrenching on their cars. And I'm not afraid to admit that I am among those millions. So yes, for all of you ChrisFix fans out there, don't be afraid to spend your hard-earned money on these ratchets. They're super solid, it's made by a known good manufacturer, and chances are it'll last you a good long while. And if you want to make these decent ratchets last even longer, open them up and put a tiny dab of silicone grease here and here. In any case, that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you at the track.